So let's go to Google Classroom together. All right. You're going to go to classwork. You're going to click on Tuesday classwork right here. And you'll see slope intercept graphing. And click on that. And I'm going to wait. It should look like this, very small. All right, does anybody want me to wait? All right, so to make it look bigger, we're going to go here to View, and we're going to hit Zoom, and we're going to go to 100%. Adrian, we're on the Tuesday classwork in Google Classroom. You're going to open it, you're going to go to View, click Zoom, and 100%. And then we're going to just scroll up to the top. All right, find problem number 1. All right, and what we want to decide is what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. So let's start with the y-intercept. My y-intercept is -1. All right, that's what I'm thinking to myself. And then I'm trying to find another point where it comes out right on the lines, and I'm going to go with this point right here. And now I'm going to count out the slope.
Mister,
Up 1, over 1. Yes?
it's like to choose any number, like to put the dot in any number.
On this one, yes. On this one, Amir, I could have put the dot here. And then if I did that, I would count up 1, 2, 3, 4, up 4 over 4. So, but 4 over 4 is still 1, just like 1 over 1 is 1. All right? Because all of these points come out right on the line. So what we want to write is y equals 1x minus 1. And we're going to do that. We're going to go to Insert, Text Box. We're going to do that down here where you see the little squares. Y equals, and I don't have to write 1x. I can just write x minus 1. And I click out of here, and there's my answer.
Mister,
Yes.
if the dot in -2, what after that?
If the dot is at -2, you said?
Yeah,
Like on number 2?
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do number 2 together. Does anybody have questions on number 1?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Let me erase this. All right. Now, let me slide this over. Whoop. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. All right. So first I look for my y-intercept. -2. Now I'm looking for another point, Amir. Tell me when to stop.
Huh?
Right there, right?
Yeah.
Right here. So first of all, my y-intercept
-2.
is -2. My slope is negative. Nope, but I'm going to count 1, 2, down 2, over 1. So my slope,
Negative 2 over 1.
-2 over 1. And sometimes you have to keep it as a fraction, but I don't have to here because -2 over 1 is the same as -2. So I want to write y equals -2x minus 2. So I'm going to go to Insert, Text Box, y equals 2x minus 2. Questions or okay to move on?
Move on.
Anybody else? You fail? You good? All right, let's see. All right, let's do one more together. Do you see number 5? This is what's called a horizontal line. If it's a horizontal line, it's a special easy kind of equation. It touches the y-axis at 4. The equation is just y equals 4. So all I have to do is insert a text box and type in y equals 4. Okay? If the graph looked like this, hold on. If the graph looked like this, straight up and down, vertical, I would say x equals 4. But as long as it's like this, I just say y equals 4. All right, so what I want you to do right now, why don't you take 10 minutes and try, we did 1, 2, and this is number 7, right? No, this is number 5. So we did number 1, 2, and 5. I want you to do 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or as many of those as you can in the next 10 minutes. Okay? And if you want to ask for help, you can ask for help.
Mister,
Yes.
in number 3, y equals 3. I put y equals 3. Just don't know what's happening.
Let's see. All right, let's take a look. Let me erase this. Number 3, you said, Amir?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, no, okay. Your y-intercept is 3, but it's not y equals 3. y equals 3 would look like this. That's y equals 3. All right, you don't
This
want that.
X, Y, Z.
Okay, so your y-intercept is 3. But now let's figure out the slope. I want to look and find a point that's easy to graph. How about use this point? So you're going to count it out. You're going to count.
Any point, right?
Yep, this one or this one. Any point that comes out right where exactly where on the two lines, where two grid lines meet. That's what you want to look for. And now you're going to count out. Down how many? Over how many? That's your slope.
Down 1.
Yes?
Over 2.
Good. And then when you get to number 4, how about this point and this point?
I'm confused.
Which one are you on, Mifaela?
Because I don't have the same thing with you.
Let me take a look. Oh, you're on number 7 and number 8. You're on the homework. Okay, but I want you to be working, so that's for tonight. There you go. Yeah, once you start on number 3, okay? And you remember what to do, go should be quick.
Do we have to sing the song?
Yeah, what's that?
Do we have to sing the song?
Well, tell you what, in 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do the other type of problem. So if you want to step away for, or shut it off for 5 minutes, go ahead. But come back in 5 minutes so I can remind you how to do the other type of problem. All right, Savian?
I'll just do the other. I'll just wait till you do
Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, and then at that point, if you think you have the hang of it after I do a couple more examples, then you can tune out and just keep doing your work if you want to. And Schneidine, we're on the Tuesday classwork. And when you open it up, you want to go to View, click on Zoom, and then choose 100%.
Okay.
Mister,
Yes.
how put over on my keyboard?
Which number are you on, Amir?
1, 2.
Are you on number 4, or which problem are you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, what are you thinking for your slope on number 6?
It's 2.
Your y-intercept is 2. How about your slope?
Slope, I put a dot in positive 4.
Good. Okay. So yeah. So up how many? Over how many?
3 up,
Good.
4 over.
Good. 4 over. So here's what we want to write. But on your keyboard, we don't have an equation editor here, so we'll just hold on. So we'll just insert a text box, and we'll do it like this: y equals just 3/4 x plus 2, like that.
Plus. First, I have to put 2, right? The slope first. No, the y.
Well, so
I have
look,
to put it first.
this is the traditional way. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, so the slope goes in front of x. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people write it like this. Some people will write it but either way, the 3/4 has to touch the x.
Oh.
Okay, I'm usually gonna write it the first way.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, and you might see when we do some word problems, I might start writing it the other way, and you'll understand why when we do.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to finish whichever one you're on. And it's okay if you didn't finish the first 8, but I want you to practice some of the other ones in just a minute. So I'm just giving you a minute for people to finish up the one they're on, and then we'll take a look at the other ones.
Mister,
Yes.
I can share my screen.
Okay.
You see? I can put it like that.
No, you want a plus after the 2. 2 plus 3/4 x.
Yeah.
That's okay. But usually people put the x after the 3/4. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So let's move on, guys. Even if you're not done with the first 8 problems, let's move on. Let's take a look. Please join me. Let's go down to number. Let's do 10, 9, and 10 together. All right. And let's start with. All right. I didn't want to zoom out so much, but so look. Here's what I want to put. Let's start with number 10. My y-intercept is 3. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to... okay. All right, so my y-intercept is 3. So I want to put a dot at 3 on the y-axis. That's what I want. And now I want to count down 7 and over 3. All right, so I want to go down 7 over 3. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 3. And I want to put another dot. But I have to use the computer to do this. So here's what we're going to do. This symbol right here, I'm going to choose this shape, and I'm going to pick circle. And I'm going to make a circle. And I'm going to move it right where I want my first dot. And then I can make another circle, or I can copy this one and paste it. See how it's still highlighted? I can go over here to edit. I can do copy, and then edit, paste. And now I move it where I want, which is right here. And now I want to put a line between those 2 points. All right, let me erase my yellow. Okay, so I'm going to choose the line tool, which is right here. And if you selected it, your cursor turns into a little plus. And I just want to do my best at trying to make it look like it hits the 2 points. All right, so I do that. Whoop. So I draw this line. And I'd like to see you put arrows on the end. You can do that right here. Pick this one, put an arrow on one end, and put an arrow on the other end. And I don't care which kind of arrow, you can use this kind if you want to, doesn't matter. And then when you're done, go click on this little pointer again so that you're not making lines everywhere. All right. Now this one, I'm going to write the equation here. It's y equals 10x plus 5. All right, that's the equation here. So here's what I want to do. I want to put a dot at 5, and I want to go up 10 over 1. But you can see I run out of room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm up here. And over 1, I'm like up here someplace. So I'm thinking it goes back this way. So I'm going to think backwards. I'm going to go down 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back 1. See, so now it goes up 10 and over 1. So I can do a couple of things. I can draw a new circle, or I can click on one of these circles, and I can copy and paste it, whatever you want to do. I want one circle here. I'm going to copy that and paste it. Put it down here. And then I'm going to draw a line. Pick the line tool and do my best to make it look like it goes through these 2 points. All right. And it's not easy, so that's why we put the 2 points, so that I know that you know where your line is supposed to be, even if you had a hard time getting it there. All right, we've got 10 more minutes of class. I'd like to see you try number 11 through 16. And you don't have to finish them all, but I want you to, let's start with number 11. Try number 11, try number 12, however much you have time for. Okay, and then if you didn't try the homework last night, please make sure you try it tonight so you get a little more practice with this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In number 7, you say it's 0. I can write 0. The y-intercept.
Number 7. Yeah, the y-intercept is 0, yeah. But also,
I have to put 0.
You don't have to put plus 0. You can just put, you can put like
the slope.
Yeah, so if the slope is 2, you can just write 2x plus 0. Or you can just write y equals 2x. All right, but make sure you try some of the ones where you make the graph also, Amir, before time runs out, okay?
Okay.
It's okay with me if you don't finish 7 and 8, but please make sure you try some of these ones.
Okay.
How are you doing, Mifaela? Okay? Okay. Yuri, how are you doing on these?
Mister,
Yes.
can you please number 11?
Number 11, sure. All right. Yep. So, yep, good question. So, what I want to do, I want to have a dot at -3, right? And I want to go down 7 and over 2, but there's no room to go down 7 and over 2, right? But I'm going to think about it. So let me write the equation here. It's y equals -7 over 2x minus 3. All right, and all right, let me. All right, so I want to go down 7 and over 3. It's going to look something like this, but there's no room. So I'm going to think backwards here. I'm going to think back here. I'm going to think up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back 2. And put a point here. You see that?
Yeah.
So now it's going down 7 and over 2. And then just make your line like that. And this is for number 7.